Yo, fam. Yo, your boy Barry Allen got ice in his veins. Yo, first off, this is a spoiler review. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any way of doing this review without going and just get straight to the meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes of this episode is the fact that, Eeyore Thawne said in the beginning of the episode, like it's off course. Now, I don't believe that. I feel like he knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew this would also hurt and break up the family, and this would have a ripple effect. This is no matter what, this is gonna have its own ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he said, like, you need to tell him you come clean. Simultaneously throughout this episode, Sherlock, who I actually love Sherlock. Out of all of the Harrison Wells they've done, I actually love this one, the alternative one, other than Earth 2's Wells. I just really like this Wells. He's really dope. He found out, the signatures were the same, and it's kind of just like, it was all coming to a head. And then that final scene where Sherlock was like, you know what, I gave you time to tell him, I've waited, I've been deceived, like, I'm just opening out, shooting straight. He just went and told everything. And it's crazy because she had the opportunity to tell him. I feel like she might have told him, but even if she did tell him, based on Barry's reaction alone, I guess it wouldn't have really mattered, because when Sherlock told him, and like, this man, he just had pain in his eyes, and Iris was like, please tell me it's not true. He was like, she can't. Because it's true. She's a liar and she's a manipulator. And this man, like, I sat there and thought he was going to break down into tears. I thought he was going to be like, this the same man that orchestrated the almost deaths of all of us. The same man that killed my parents. Well, killed my mom. Same as that man that made me go back and allow that to happen so he could do it all over again. How could you do it? Like, no conversation. He reacted. He had a legit father reaction to, like, I'm gonna put my child in timeout. Go over there to the room. Like, that's what he did. He just sat there and dragged her. He dragged her to the drain. I was like, dang! You know what? I'm gonna let Alicia see this episode because she already has her reserves out for Nora, but dang, man. I was like, I didn't expect, like, what Barry had ice. Anyway, talking about ice in your veins, your girl Nora was, boy, there was a dope scene, for real, in the episode where, she threw the whatchamacallit, and, like, Nora's powers lapsed, and Barry's powers were still there. He had to outrun the Blade before the Blade deactivated his powers to make sure they got, I was like, yo, that scene was so fresh. And then Nora had that same situation happen to her in the streets to protect them. But at the end of the day, like, Nora was being consulted with Orlin. Orlin was like, look, you can't do this. I'm like, my thing about this is that Orlin's had a whole flip-flop. Now, I'm not sure if, the pain that he was feeling and the anger he was feeling, like, it was all tied to the stuff in him. But, he kind of, like, had a whole 180. Even the actor sounded better in this episode. Like, the moments we had emotional moments, I was like, why didn't you just sound like this the whole entire series? But either way, I was kind of just like, yo, this is crazy, because there's no shred of, malicious intent on his heart at all. Like, there was moments where people were telling him, like, man, we should do this. Like, no, I don't care. Like, this is what happened to Grace. And, I guess the Flash team really did break through to him, but it's just kind of, like, unrealistic. I guess that's a good way of putting it. But, I kind of felt like he's made up in his mind what he believes, and she's already tainted. I guess that's the best way of putting it. My thing is, man, bump consent. Give her the care. Like, what? Like, nah, bro. Like, nah. Like, she's offing people. Like, she comes from the future, and she's offing people in present day. She's already broken any kind of comparable rules, because basically, say if there's somebody that is a metahuman, you're like, oh, well, I want to give them consent to go and maybe have this cure or not. She's not giving them consent to live, so why the heck wouldn't you sit there and try to figure out, if I was them, I would find Grace, put her somewhere and figure out how to sit there and get her human, because there's no other alternative to this. Now, if they do that, maybe everything she did would change. I don't really know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, if she did that, then it would go back to the point that they cured Orlin, because that was when she entered. But I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, I thought this was a great episode. This is a really good episode. I enjoyed every minute of it. I think even the Cisco part, like I think the thing about Cisco for me that's frustrating is that Cisco needs to make in his mind, either I want to be human and take this cure and have a normal life, or not. And I feel like this might be connected to the actor, maybe. Maybe the actor was on his way out. So I've been waiting for Cisco to cut his hair to look more like Vibe for a minute. But I don't think he's going to get his hair cut. But either way, I was kind of just like, Cisco, like, you're trying to do something that's impossible unless you just take this cure and are done. You know what I'm saying? And so like, even if you did take the cure, you just wouldn't help, protect people. Like, your brother died for nothing, just so you could go and do nothing. Like, I know that Dick Grayson runs through the same problem all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's connected to Batman's darkness, but he has this source of responsibility at the end of the day because of what he's learned and what he knows. So, I don't know, man. I think Cisco needs to suck it up, unfortunately. I mean, it's just a situation that he's in, you know what I'm saying? But either way, that was a great episode. Make sure you go and check out our secondary video. The secondary video is going to have a link that's going to have the full entire episode reaction. It's free, no charge for you guys. It's coming straight from our Team JVS website. And only reason I'm doing that is because I'm so late by getting this review and reaction in. I'll talk to you guys later on, though. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.